British Eurostar passengers have been refused passage to France on the first day of Emmanuel Macron's travel crackdown as the country battles against the Indian variant of the coronavirus pandemic. Under Mr. Macron's last-minute rule change, Britons travelling to France must give a compelling reason for their visit. The rules, which were announced last night, mean people can only travel to France for reasons such as bereavement or childcare, unless they are a French national or EU citizen. Those wishing to travel must also do a pre-departure COVID-19 test 48 hours before their journey and must quarantine for 7 days upon arrival. However, Britons have lashed out at Mr. Macron's rule change and claimed he is making a political move. Ahmed bin Hadrian, a security officer from Forest Gate in East London, said he was trying to visit his brother who got out of hospital but was told "You're British, you cannot travel." He told the Mail Online, "I was going to France to visit my brother who got out of the hospital a week ago in Paris. I booked my trip for £164 a few weeks ago, and when I got to the border today they said you're British, you cannot travel. I said I was visiting my brother who needs help because he's at home recovering from his operation. I'm fully vaccinated and have a negative PCR test, so I don't know why they wouldn't let me through. I think it's because the French don't like the English. It's political. COVID is much higher in France than it is here, but because it's England, they make it into a big thing. Especially since Brexit, France has been causing a lot of trouble. Too much trouble. The lady in front of me in the queue was from Germany and had no reason to travel to France, but they let her through. She didn't even have an address to go to. He said she's European, so she can go. But Britain left the EU, so you can't. There's no British customs or border here to defend us. I feel humiliated and that they are discriminating against people here." Another traveller was told her reasons to travel were not valid anymore following Mr. Macron's last-minute rule change. The Consulate General of France in London issued the new rules on its website and said, given the development of the so-called Indian variant, health measures have been tightened for people travelling to France from the UK. It added how compelling reasons will be required for foreign nationals outside the EU not resident in France to travel to France from the UK. The website read, "A PCR or antigen test less than 48 hours old will be required from anyone travelling to France from the UK, while on arrival travellers are obliged to self-isolate for 7 days. France is currently listed as an amber destination by the government, meaning people are advised not to travel there. Those who do must self-isolate for 10 days and take 2 tests on return." This Eurostar bailout comes after the company handed a huge boost as the company receives a £250 million rescue package that the company hopes will keep it afloat until travel picks up again post-COVID. As reported, the company will raise 20% of the money from selling stock, 60% through loans that are being guaranteed by investors, and 20% by restructuring current loans to reduce payments.